I would say off in the sunset, you know?
Well, here we go. We had one half of CXR in action. Now here comes Chael Connors, his tag team partner. Chael Connors making his way out here.
We already saw this guy earlier in the night. What's he doing out here? He was in the corner of Theodore Javier, TJ Epics earlier.
Well,
Come into play in the decision as well.
But you also see that Chael Connors, it looks like he's out alone right now.
It does. Maybe TJ taking care of himself after getting beat up in that match pretty good, even though he snuck out with the win. It was a hell of a battle against Trevor Terry.
Chael Connors.
Oh, we get it. You're so athletic. You do such cool stuff in the ring.
Displaying his athleticism here.
I don't know, try big, nice day, see Loki. Ever think of that?
But he's got a big challenge ahead of him.
Very big, tall, and strong a challenge.
And the former Xcite champion making his way through the curtain.
Absolutely.
Indigenous Pat Sawyer, a Triple Crown winner, has won the international title as part tag team champions. And he also won the Xcite championship. Starting out in the early days of Xcite wrestling, during our wrestling, when we had our wrestling school here in Binghamton, Pat Sawyer was one of the first class. And look at him now, Triple Crown winner, making a name for himself in professional wrestling. If you've never seen Pat Sawyer in person, it's like standing next to a skyscraper.
It really is. The best hugger on the roster. I'll say it.
Chael Connors, on the other hand, he's going to have to think of a plan to knock down this tree that they call Pat Sawyer.
That's right. He's got a heck of a challenge ahead of him. Pat Sawyer, fun fact, he beat Mike Skyros for the title, but he also defended it in a fatal four-way immediately. Lost it in a heck of a match against All Ego Ethan Page. Nothing to hang your head about in that match at all. Gave him the fight of his life, and now we're seeing him here against the newly sneaky
Chael Connors may be trying to take a vocal approach here.
I don't know if I would try and get under the skin of Pat Sawyer. Kind of feels like he could chop you into next Tuesday.
Oh, that was a dud.
That one, not so much. That chop from Chael, not so much doing impact.
You're gonna chop down a tree.
Okay, see now that's a chop.
And that's what they call branching out.
That is.
Shoulder knocked down by Pat Sawyer, taking out Chael Connors, but Connors getting back up.
Visibly shaken though.
One thing Connors has is stamina.
Stamina and speed, as you're seeing him kind of explode with some offense, but...
And down goes Chael Connors. I mean, his partner, TJ Epics, got the win earlier. What would it mean for Connors to get a win over the Triple Crown winner?
Epics noticeably absent, but is he really is going to be the question here as Pat Sawyer just launches Connors across the ring.
That's right, he threw him almost through the into the ropes there. Ooh, and that chop.
Off his feet goes Connors.
And now Connors getting picked up again by Sawyer to go for another ride across the ring. He might be feeling like he's at Tilt-A-Whirl at a fair.
That's right, he got taken for a ride there. Pat Sawyer firmly in control in the early going here.
And the crowd encouraging more damage to Chael Connors, but Connors wisely getting out of the ring. Now Pat Sawyer is in the ring, going to the outside. And now Pat going after Connors. Forearm smash right to the back. And Connors holding on to the guardrail, trying to keep himself up. Another shot by Pat Sawyer. And he's restarting the count. He's trying to keep this one on the outside.
Pat Sawyer just toying with Connors here.
And the chop again. I mean, the strength of Pat.
That chop just reverberating across the X here.
And Connors has nowhere to go. He's on the guardrail here. I mean, I guess he could try to escape through the crowd, but Sawyer's going to go right after him.
Yeah, it's going to take him about 3 steps to get there, too. Pat rolling back in and breaking up the count.
The ring awareness by Pat, but so far it's all been Pat Sawyer, Chael Connors. Hasn't really time to get in the offense, and look at this as he has him up against the post. Oh! Strikeout by Pat Sawyer. He hits the post, and now Connors. Look at that, he dodges Pat.
Wise of him to move out of the way on that chop.
And here he goes. Chael Connors takes a dive to the outside.
Through the ropes.
And he pulls himself back in. He's going for a double maybe. And Pat catches him.
He's not going to skin the cat his way back in that time. That was like a child into the arms of his father, the way he goes at that there.
Pushes him into the ring post. Connors now go for the cover, kick out. And another elbow right there, trying to take him down, cover. Kicks out again. He's trying to wear him down.
He knows he has to be quick with his offense, too. He knows he has to be explosive and take any opening he's got against Pat, because whatever he throws at him is going to come back tenfold.
Elbow drop to Pat, wearing him down. A second one. He's using those elbows. 3 in a row. Is this going to be it to take down Pat? And he kicks out. And Chael Connors is now realizing what he's got himself into. Pat Sawyer, Indigenous Pat Sawyer.
There's a difference between going in with the game plan and being able to execute that game plan, and that's what Connors is trying to find the balance of now. I think in your head you know how you want to take out Pat, but being in the ring with him is a different animal.
And look at this, the strength difference. Chael Connors being pulled in by Pat. Pat isn't budging. And now forearm shots into the corner.
Connors looks like a cartoon where they're like trying to run up against the big guy.
And now look at this. Pat throws Connors into the corner. Drop kick, barely budges. And Connors' drop kick isn't doing much, but he kind of pushes Sawyer into the corner.
For everything that Pat does, Connors has to come back with 3 or 4 moves, and he has to capitalize so fast because the momentum can turn as soon as Pat gets his hands on him again.
And now Connors goes over the apron here. Slides through. Swings around, goes through the ropes, shoulder thrust. And now Connors have a little talk with the fans before he makes his next move here. Rolls over. Goes on the mist. What a kick by Sawyer.
You know, when they were a tag team, we were so used to seeing Epics and Connors with his high-flying, very quick, very fast, constant barrage of offense.
And now,
something very different today from both competitors.
Absolutely, Kate. But now, Chael Connors made a miscalculation there as he went off the rope.
He sure did land on himself there, Mike. That can't feel good. You don't want to land on yourself. That's just a bad thing.
And especially on a canvas like this, as you can see, our canvas, see a little bit of duct tape, it looks a little bit rough. We got a street fight coming up in our main event tonight. Kate Lothbrook taking on Sean Carr.
That's right, in this beat-up canvas, you can see some marks on Connors as well under his arm. Some friction from this unforgiving canvas, which will be full of sweat, and we'll see what else later.
And you can see the damage that Sawyer's done to Connors. Like he pointed out, the welts and the red marks on Chael Connors. Big boot by Sawyer, though. You don't want to get hit by one of those. Cover. And the kick out at 2. Pat Sawyer trying to get himself back into this. Pat Sawyer might be signaling for that signature sit-down choke slam. We've seen it before.
We sure have. We saw it on Ethan Page not long ago in the title match. Let's see if Connors was watching.
Pat Sawyer, no, choke slam countered. Facebuster, step up enziguri. Flips through, super kick. And now, Chael Connors, oh, he's teasing a little bit of posing there. He's soaking it in. What could it cost him? Forearm shot. Goes in again with a back elbow. And now Connors, shoulder thrust on the outside the apron, kick to the back of the head. Chael Connors now going to the top rope, the high-risk district. Stop to the back.
We saw Connors kick the back earlier too.
He's going to the top, Kate. Swanton splashes right on top of Pat Sawyer. This could be it. Cover here. And the kick out at 2.
You heard the oxygen leave the room. Nobody wants to see Connors go over Pat like this. No, thank you.
And Chael Connors is beside himself. He's got to take out a man the size of Pat Sawyer.
Well, Connors is so impressive with his quickness, his athleticism. He can wrestle traditionally. He's got all of this creative offense. But when you're up against an absolute mountain of a man, it's a little different in there.
And he catches him, Kate. Pat Sawyer turns Connors inside out. And he's rolling to the outside. Smart ring awareness by Chael Connors. Knew he was in trouble.
Absolutely. A very, very wise and savvy move to roll out there.
And now Pat Sawyer rolling to the outside. Pat Sawyer trying to get Connors back into the ring so he can win his match.
Laying there like roadkill is Connors.
And Pat Sawyer picking up the roadkill and trying to get him off the road.
That's right.
And wait a second, we knew it was only going to be a matter of time.
Till Theodore Javier comes down with his dare shirt. I dare you not to get involved, TJ.
And his tag team partner, Distracted Sawyer. This could cost Pat if he doesn't pay attention here. Behind you! Pat caught him though. Super kick, but now the referee's down.
A huge kick to the head. Taking out both Connors and our referee.
And Pat Sawyer trying to wake up the ref, but...
And nobody can get rid of TJ because there's no referee.
And Connors trying to stand up. He doesn't know where he is, but now Pat going for that choke slam, but no, the low blow. Oh, come on.
Not like this.
Chael Connors finishes with a cutter. Epic's got involved. He's waking up the referee. How convenient.
I don't know what has gotten into these two.
I
don't like it.
I don't know. Johnny Moose allows that to happen.
I don't know either, but these two were honorable and losing with HC Loke, but they keep sneaking wins. They're cheating at every corner. We saw in both matches tonight. Singles competition, tag competition.
CXR again outsmarting anybody they get in the ring with.
Coming out with the win, just a numbers game there too. Pat Sawyer not expecting TJ to come in there.
Pat Sawyer recovering from this loss here. As Chael Connors' partner, TJ Epic's got involved. It all started and went downhill for Pat Sawyer. And Indigenous Pat Sawyer cannot be happy about this. And I'm sure we're going to hear it from Pat Sawyer in the back. See how frustrated he is. The former Triple Crown winner of his own.
He deserves better.
And Pat Sawyer now making his way to the back as we get ready for our main event.
That's right, it is main event time, and it is
Gonna be
Binghamton street fight.
Binghamton street fight. Cade Lothbrook taking on Sean Carr. These